So what do you do when you end up in Dan's shoes and you call up the facility, the hospital, and you say, look, I have a problem with my bill? What is the quickest way to either get it downcharged or potentially, to me, make it go away if it's basically a spurious facility charge?
Well, the very first thing you ask when you call to fight or negotiate your bills is, before we get started, do you have the power to fix or reduce my bill if there's a mistake on it? If the answer is no, if you're just talking to a call center representative, you need to go over their head and go to the next person. And you keep going and you talk to the finance department, you talk to the executives, you leave a message at the executive offices and documents. So when those collectors call, you say, look, I'm happy to pay this bill if you can show me where I agreed to this amount of money. Show me a contract that I agreed to this amount, and then I will pay it.
And these facility fees have been around for a while, but in 2009, facility fees were as low as $25. But now they're over $1,000. Is there anybody regulating this? Or do we just have different facilities saying, you know what, I'm going to charge $800. And then this facility says, you know what, I'm going to charge $1,000. Like, is there any regulation, or can facilities just charge what they want?
They can charge what they want. It is so bad. The price gouging in medicine today, not everywhere, but some places, it is so bad that it is a disgrace to our profession, and it's an embarrassment. Go to the private sector free websites like mdsave.com. Look up your procedure on fairhealth.org and go to these platforms now that are providing honest prices for medical services that are clear and transparent.
We'll have a link to some of those on our website. And Dr. Makary, I thank you because you're helping to increase transparency. I've said this before when you've been on our show. People like Dr. Makary are going out there trying to create transparency. Now, the only way we're going to create change in this country is if we demand it. The healthcare system only works because, quite frankly, we are the ones who go to these facilities, and if we don't raise enough stink, it's not going to change. But if we all start raising a stink together, and Dan, thank you for challenging this, we need to do that. We need to call out those facilities. If you're in a community where the hospital is price gouging, the facility is price gouging, we need to call everyone out, all the bad players. There are good players in the healthcare space, and there are bad players. We got to get rid of the bad players.
Well, and
we have to.
The transparency translates to the providers too, right? I mean, Marty, I run my own several surgery centers and PAs and assistants and things like that. It all comes down to, on my part, transparency, letting patients know up front what it's going to entail. I don't want unhappy patients. I don't want people having a bad experience or feeling like that they were price gouged. So providers too, they need to let patients know everything up front.
You're absolutely right, Dr. Ordon. You know, when small practices have had accountability with their patients, they behave. When large corporate medicine moves in and does dirty money practices, guess what? We lose that public accountability, and that opens the door to a lot of bad stuff.
Well, let's keep this change going. Dr. Makary, thank you, Dan. Best of luck.